Hi, today we are going to study about Compton effect. In this, when a beam of monochromatic X-rays strikes a target, those X-rays are dispersed in all possible directions. This phenomenon can be taken as scattering. The angle between the directions of incident and scattered rays are taken as scattering angle. So this Compton effect was given by A.H. Compton in the year 1921. According to him, when a monochromatic beam of high frequency radiation incident on a target or on a substance like carbon, so the scattered radiation contains components having lower frequency or greater wavelength, so which can be taken it as a Compton effect. So we will see in detail what exactly it means. So when we go to Compton effect, so the definition of Compton effect is taken as the phenomenon of change in the wavelength. So we can take in terms of frequency or in terms of wavelength. The phenomenon of change in the wavelength of scattered X-rays by a substance. Usually the substance is taken of low atomic number. Substance of low atomic number is known as Compton shift. That means the change in wavelength, we are considering it as a Compton shift, and the effect or the total phenomenon is called as Compton effect. So we will understand this with a neat diagram. So for that, in that substance I mentioned, from the substance I will take one electron. If a light of suitable frequency photon incident on a electron, what exactly happens we will see with a clear picture. So picture will represent in the following way here. So I am considering one electron. So the light consists of photons. I am considering particle nature of light is considered here. So when one particular photon falls on the electron which is at rest, so this elastic scattering is taking place here. So the photon, after scattering, the photon is moving in the particular direction, and whereas the electron after scattering, so it is moving in this particular direction by making an angle phi with the incident direction. Okay, this electron we are calling it as a recoil electron, whereas the photon is having a new energy called h nu dash by h nu dash, and whereas its momentum is h nu dash by c. So from Planck's theory we can have energy of the photon as h nu, and whereas its momentum as h nu by c. So as it is a new energy and new momentum of the photon, so that new momentum we are writing it as h nu dash by c. So here the momentum part can be easily derived by using de Broglie's concept that I have done it in other slide that I will show you here. See, if you go with that, how we got h nu by c for momentum. So based on, by using from de Broglie's concept, so we have lambda is equals to h by p. So from here if we write an expression for p is equals to h by lambda we can write, whereas we have a general expression V is equals to nu lambda or C is equals to nu lambda. From here, if we write an expression for lambda, C by nu it becomes, that I am substituting over here. Okay, now momentum becomes H by C by nu. So this nu will come up and it becomes momentum is equals to H nu by C. So this momentum we can use when we are using frequency or wavelength. So we can use this momentum there. So this is how we got H nu by C or H nu dash by C as a momentum. So here we have written the photon energy and its momentum. So and the recoil electron, as usual, the electron will have certain mass. I am considering its mass as m, and it will move with a velocity after scattering, it will move with a velocity v. So this, if I resolve into components, so the momentum of a photon will be in this particular direction, and which is making an angle theta with the horizontal direction or incident photon direction. So if we resolve this into two components, so we will get a H nu dash by C cos theta, and the vertical component will be H nu dash by C sin theta. Okay, so this we will get it by using simple trigonometry. Now the momentum of the recoiling electron also, if we resolve into two components, in this side horizontal component will be there and downwards vertical component will be there. So mv, if we resolve, mv cos phi will come horizontal component, and mv sin phi will be coming as a vertical component. Okay, so based on this, we will try to obtain an expression for Compton shift. That means a change in wavelength expression we will try to find. So we will try to obtain an expression for Compton shift in terms of its wavelength. Now for that we need to see what are the energy and momentum components before and after collision. So already we have seen the diagram. So before collision, its momentum is H nu by C, the photon momentum. Of course the electron is at rest, so it will not have any momentum, so its momentum will be 0, and the incident photon having energy before collision as H nu and after collision as H nu dash, and its momentum is H nu dash by C. So here the recoil electron will have momentum mv after collision. Okay, so further if we continue from there, so before collision if we write before collision and after collision, so both will see. So before collision, if I write for photon as well as we'll write for that electron also. So for photon, so as we have seen, its energy, so energy will be H nu and its momentum will be H nu by C. So this how it has come also we have seen. And its energy, the electron is at rest, so it will have energy as 0. So its momentum will be 0. It will have certain energy, that is m c square energy it will have. As it is having rest mass, so rest mass should be taken as it is at rest, m naught c square. And when it comes to after collision, so the photon will have a new form of energy, that is H nu dash, and whereas its momentum is H nu dash by C. And when it comes to electron energy, so it will have energy equal to mc square. So now it is no more in the rest position, so we can take it as mc square, whereas here it is at rest position, the electron is at rest, so we have to consider m naught because its rest mass is considered here, m naught c square. So after collision it is in movement, so we are considering it as mc square, and so momentum can be written as mv. Now so where this rest mass expression can be written as m naught, can be written as the mass can be written as in terms of its rest mass as m is equals to m naught into 1 minus v square by c square. This comes from relativity concept. Now so here, from here we can continue all the details we have written before and after collision for photon as well as electron. So if we continue further the derivation, so here as the collision is considered as elastic, so as the collision is elastic, so in case of elastic collisions we will have two things, that is energy is conserved as well as momentum is also conserved. First I will go with energy part, then we will go with momentum, because momentum we resolved into different components, each component we will check individually. So from first part, that is from conservation of energy, from conservation of energy. So from conservation of energy if we write, so before collision if we look for energy, so here before collision the energy is h nu and m naught c square is there, and after collision it is h nu dash and m c square. So before collision will be equal to after collision from conservation. So that if we write, so we will get h nu plus m naught c square is equals to h nu dash plus mc square we can write. So this I am taking it as equation 1. So as we will have more number of equations to get an expression for Compton shift, that is up to conservation of energy. So when we move on to conservation of momentum, so we have to apply conservation of momentum for both the components along horizontal and along vertical. So that if we write applying conservation of momentum, applying conservation of momentum to the horizontal and vertical, horizontal and vertical components, horizontal and vertical components. So we will write them individually. First if we write for horizontal component, horizontal, so horizontal component can be written as, so h nu by c is initial momentum we have here, h nu by c, and initial momentum is 0. So h nu by c plus 0 is equals to, so h nu by c plus 0, and after collision the momentum is h nu dash by c cos theta. I am taking horizontal component, and for electron it is m v cos phi. So this is, I am considering it as equation number 2. Same way if we write for vertical components, so we will get, so there is no vertical components initially, so for both photon and electron the components will be 0, and so after collision it will be h nu dash by c sin theta, and the vertical component of electron is downwards. As it is downward I am taking negative sign here, so we can write it as m v sin phi. Okay, so this is, I am considering it as equation 3. So from equation 2 and 3, these equations 2 and 3 I will just simplify further and write. So from equation 2 if we write, so from equation 2, if we write, so I am writing an expression for mv cos phi. So mv cos phi can be written as, so mv cos phi if I want to write, so I am moving this h nu by c cos theta into left side, so that if I write, so I can take out h common, h by c I can take out common, nu minus nu dash cos theta can be written. Okay, so this is an expression for mv cos phi, and this I am considering it as equation number 4. Same way equation 3 also, if we simplify equation 3 also, So that if we write from equation 3, from 3 it implies, so here also I am writing the mv term, that is mv sin phi. If I write an expression for that, mv sin phi, so both the left side components are 0. This term, if it comes left side, so it becomes h nu dash by c sin theta, we can write. So this I am considering it as equation number 5. So now this equation 3 we simplified and we got equation number 5. So from these two equations, from equation 4 and 5, if we square these two terms and if I add them, okay, so equation squaring and adding equation 4 and 5, from 4 and 5 I am squaring them and adding them. So if we do that, so m square v square, so both we are squaring, so sin square phi plus cos square phi we get on left side. So same way if we do it, if we continue on right side, h by h square by c square nu minus nu dash cos theta whole square we get, and h square nu dash square by c square sin square theta we get. Okay, so here the left hand side sin square phi plus cos square phi term becomes 1. So here we get an expression for m square v square. So if we write an expression for m square v square is equals to h square by c square into nu minus nu dash cos theta whole square plus h square nu dash square by c square sin square theta we get. Okay, so this we got from momentum expressions. So from conservation of momentum we got up to here. Now from here, so we can take out this c square common for both of them, and if that c square is multiplied on left side, so we get an expression as m square v square c square is equals to h square into nu minus nu dash cos theta whole square plus nu dash square sin square theta we get. If we simplify this further, we can write it as h square to nu square minus nu dash square cos square theta, as it is, minus 2 nu dash cos theta, and here one more term is h square nu dash square sin square theta. So here h square nu dash square cos square theta and h square nu dash square sin square theta can be added together, and that becomes h square nu dash square, and here h square nu square minus 2 h square nu dash cos theta. So from here again if you take out h square common, h square into nu square plus nu dash square minus 2 nu dash cos theta. So this is m square v square c square is equals to, and this can be considered as equation number 6. And here from here again I am moving back to equation 1. From equation 1 if I write, so already we had equation 1 over here, that is h nu plus m naught c square is equals to h nu dash plus mc square. So from here I will write an expression for mc square. So if we write an expression for mc square, so mc square is equals to, we can write, so this h nu dash will come this side, h nu minus h nu dash plus m naught c square it will become. So from there directly I am taking a nu h as a common, so that is from equation 1 if we write, so we can write it as m c square is equals to h of nu minus nu dash plus m naught c square we can write. So this I am using, and for this expression if we square it on both sides, squaring on both sides, so if we square it on both sides, so this expression becomes m square c power 4 is equals to h square nu minus nu dash whole square plus m naught square c power 4 plus 2h nu minus nu dash into m naught c square. So that it's like a plus b whole square term, a square and b square and 2ab term. Okay, so this if we simplify this, so we can write it as h square nu square plus h square nu dash square plus, sorry, minus will come, minus 2h square nu dash plus m naught square c power 4 plus 2h nu minus nu dash into m naught c square. This is the left side part is m square c power 4. Now, so in this, if I bring this equation as equation number 7, and from comparison of equation 6 and 7, so some terms are similar, so for that I am subtracting equation 6 from equation 7. So if I do that, so equation 7 minus equation 6 I am doing. Okay, so for this I am moving on to next slide. So equation 7 minus equation 6 if you do, so equation 7 we have it as m square c power 4 minus equation 6 term is m square v square and c square, which is equal to, so equation 6 term I am writing as it is by taking h square as common in the second part. So h square nu square plus nu dash square minus 2 nu dash. So from this term I have taken h square common plus m naught square c power 4 plus 2h nu minus nu dash m naught c square minus, if I write this equation 6 part if I write, subtract from here, h square into nu square plus nu dash square minus 2 nu dash cos theta so here from both of them this h square nu square and nu dash square terms will cancel out, these terms will left out as it is. So for that, so if we continue writing for them, so here m square c square I can take out common, so from here you will get it as a c square will be left out over here minus v square will be there, which is equal to, so we write further, so in this, in both of them, minus 2 h square nu dash can be taken common. So if I take this term h square minus h square 2 nu dash, if I take out common, so from here 1 will be there and from here cos theta will be there, and so remaining terms are plus m naught square c power 4 plus 2h into nu minus nu dash into m naught c square. Now, so here, so m we have in terms of rest mass, that if I substitute, so we can write it as m is equals to m naught square by 1 minus v square by c square. I am squaring and writing this. So c square minus v square. So here, and so left side part if we write minus 2h square nu dash 1 minus cos theta plus m naught square c power 4 plus 2h nu minus nu dash into m naught c square. So here, so this c square will come here and c square will come up. So c square minus v square, c square minus v square will cancel out. So we will finally end up with m naught square, and this c square will go up. Already this c square will be there, so total it becomes c power 4 is equals to minus 2h square nu dash 1 minus cos theta plus m naught square c power 4 plus 2h nu minus nu dash m naught c square. So this m naught c power 4 and this m naught c power 4 will cancel out. This negative term I am bringing left side. So if we do that, negative term if we bring left side, so we will have 2h square nu dash into 1 minus cos theta is equals to 2h into nu minus nu dash to m naught c square will be there. So this 1h will cancel out, 2 will cancel out, okay, and this remaining term, this nu dash I am taking right side, remaining part I am bringing left side. So already h is there, h by m naught c square into 1 minus cos theta is equals to nu minus nu dash by nu dash. So if we simplify further by taking 1c from here to there, so h by m naught c into 1 minus cos theta is equals to, so this can be written as 1 by nu dash minus 1 by nu into c. We can write this from c from here to there I have taken, and in this, so this c can be multiplied inside and we will get an expression as c by nu dash and c by nu. So c by nu dash and c by nu can be written as lambda dash minus lambda, so which is equal to h by m naught c into 1 minus cos theta. Okay, so this lambda minus lambda dash or lambda dash minus lambda can be taken as a delta lambda. So delta lambda is equals to, we can write it as a h by m naught c into 1 minus cos theta we can write, and still we can simplify this 1 minus cos theta. We have it as a, from trigonometry we can write it as a cos theta can be written as a 1 minus 2 sin square theta by 2. So that if we simplify further, so h by m naught c becomes a h by m naught c into, it will become equal to 2 sin square theta by 2 it will become. So further finally we will end up with an expression delta lambda is equals to 2h by m naught c into sin square theta by 2. So this change in wavelength expression we are calling it as a Compton shift or Compton effect. Okay. So this delta lambda we are calling it as change in wavelength, and the change in wavelength, due to scattering, change in wavelength due to scattering is called as Compton effect.